Did you know, on average, animals kill around 400,000 people every year? Shocking, isn't it? Our world is teeming with a plethora of creatures, each with their own unique ways of surviving. Some of these survival tactics, unfortunately, can prove fatal to humans. Stay tuned as we explore 9 of the most deadly animal attacks in history. Our journey begins in 1898, where 2 maneless male lions terrorized the construction workers of the Uganda Railway in Tsavo, Kenya. These weren't your typical lions, these were man-eaters. The lions' reign of terror stretched over 9 months, during which they claimed the lives of an estimated 35 railway workers. The workers were dragged from their tents under the cover of darkness, a chilling testament to the cunning and audacity of these beasts. Colonel John Patterson, the project's lead engineer, undertook the task of hunting down the lions. However, it wasn't an easy feat. These lions were elusive, intelligent, and seemingly invincible, evading several attempts on their lives. After a grueling pursuit, Patterson was finally able to fell the beasts, bringing an end to the reign of the Tsavo Man-Eaters. This event was so impactful it inspired the movie The Ghost and the Darkness, an eerie reminder of the raw, untamed power of nature and the thin line that separates us from the wild. Fast forward to 1821, let's travel to Sweden, where a lone wolf known as the Wolf of Gysinge left a trail of terror. The Wolf of Gysinge is a chilling tale that still echoes through the annals of history. This wasn't any ordinary wolf, it was believed to be rabid, a condition that made it unusually aggressive and highly dangerous. Over a period of time, this lone wolf was responsible for a series of attacks that resulted in the death and injury of over 30 people, causing a state of panic and fear throughout the region. The wolf was stealthy, unpredictable, and ruthlessly efficient. Despite the risks, the local community rallied together, determined to put an end to this reign of terror. After an extensive manhunt, the wolf was finally tracked down and killed, but not before it had left a deep, lasting scar on the local community. This deadly event left an indelible mark on the local populace. Moving on to 1915, a giant brown bear in Sankabetsu, Japan proved just how deadly a bear can be. In the heart of winter, this colossal creature, known locally as Kesa-gake, embarked on a terrifying rampage. Over the course of 1 week, it brutally attacked and killed 7 villagers, leaving another 3 severely injured. This was not an isolated incident of a bear wandering into human territory. Kesa-gake had developed a taste for human flesh, repeatedly invading homes and causing widespread fear and panic. The local community tried to fight back, but the bear's size and strength were overwhelming. Eventually, a group of experienced hunters was assembled to put an end to the terror. After a grueling hunt, Kesa-gake was finally brought down, but not before it had left a devastating mark on the community. The Sankabetsu brown bear incident, as it came to be known, remains the worst bear attack in Japanese history. In the early 20th century, India was terrorized by the leopard of the central provinces. This terrifying creature was not your ordinary leopard. It had an insatiable appetite for human flesh, and over time developed a taste for it that surpassed its natural instincts. Over several years, it methodically hunted down and devoured more than 150 people, instilling a deep-rooted fear among the villagers of the central provinces. The predator prowled in the darkness of the night, its stealth and agility making it almost impossible to track or escape from. The reign of terror finally came to an end when a renowned hunter, armed with courage and a loaded rifle, took down the beast. His accomplishment not only brought relief to the terror-stricken villagers, but also etched his name in the annals of history. This leopard is considered one of the most prolific man-eating leopards in history. In 1916, the Jersey Shore became the hunting ground of a deadly shark. Over a span of 12 days, this aquatic predator unleashed a reign of terror unlike any other, claiming 4 lives and leaving 1 seriously injured. The first victim was Charles Van Sant, a 25-year-old Philadelphian who was attacked while swimming near Beach Haven. What followed was a series of horrifying incidents, each more chilling than the last, culminating in the death of 12-year-old Lester Stilwell in Matawan Creek, 20 miles inland. This unprecedented series of attacks sent waves of panic across the United States, prompting a nationwide shark hunt and leading to drastic changes in shark fishing regulations. The Jersey Shore shark attacks were so impactful They even served as the inspiration for Peter Benchley's best-selling novel and Steven Spielberg's blockbuster film, Jaws. This series of attacks remains one of the most infamous in history. Our next stop is Burundi, where a monstrous Nile crocodile named Gustav has been the stuff of nightmares. This colossal creature, rumored to be over 20 feet long and weighing more than 2 tons, has been plaguing the waters of the Ruzizi River and the northern shores of Lake Tanganyika for decades. Since the 1980s, Gustav has been the prime suspect in the disappearance of up to 300 people, a chilling figure that makes him one of the most prolific predators in history. His notoriety is such that he's become something of a legend, a real-life dragon lurking beneath the surface of the water, waiting for his next meal. Despite numerous attempts to capture him over the years, Gustav has always managed to evade his pursuers. Some say he's bulletproof, others whisper that he's a ghost, but one thing remains certain: Gustav's reign of terror continues to this day. In the Indian state of Assam, elephants have been responsible for hundreds of deaths in the last few years alone. A land rich in biodiversity, Assam is home to a significant portion of India's wild elephants. However, rapid urbanization and deforestation have dramatically shrunk their natural habitats, pushing these mighty creatures into human settlements in search of food and space. This encroachment has led to an alarming rise in fatal encounters between humans and elephants. The pachyderms, usually peaceful, are forced into conflict, trampling crops, destroying homes, and sadly taking human lives. In response, some local communities have resorted to retaliatory killings, further escalating the conflict. Efforts are being made to mitigate this tragic situation. Conservation groups and government agencies are working on strategies such as creating elephant corridors, expanding protected areas, and educating the local populace about peaceful coexistence. This ongoing issue highlights the devastating consequences of human-animal conflict. It's a stark reminder that when we disrupt nature's balance, the ripple effects can be deadly. The 1990s saw the rise of a new threat in the Americas: the Africanized honeybee. Not your average backyard buzzers, these ruthless insects earned the chilling moniker killer bees, not without reason. Originating from the hybridization of African and European honeybees, they are especially renowned for their aggressive behavior. Unlike their European counterparts, who might send out less than 100 defenders if their hive is threatened, the Africanized honeybees rally in thousands. They chase the perceived threat for over half a mile, and their attack can last longer, bringing about a mass stinging incident. These incidents have resulted in numerous fatalities. One of the most notorious cases happened in the mid-90s, where an elderly man in Texas succumbed to over 1,000 bee stings after disturbing a hive. The Africanized honeybees continue their expansion across the Americas, from the southern tips of Argentina to the southern regions of the United States. The killer bees remain a significant threat in many parts of the Americas. Finally, we turn to Australia, home to the deadly box jellyfish. This seemingly innocuous creature carries a potent venom which has resulted in numerous fatalities over the years. The box jellyfish, or Chironex fleckeri, is regarded as the most venomous marine animal. Its tentacles, reaching up to 3 meters in length, are lined with thousands of specialized cells known as cnidocytes. Each of these cells contains a tiny dart that delivers a dose of venom potent enough to cause cardiac arrest in humans. Over the years, there have been countless instances of unsuspecting swimmers falling victim to this silent predator. Each encounter is a grim dance between life and death as the box jellyfish's venom races through the victim's bloodstream, wreaking havoc on the nervous and cardiovascular systems. Despite its petite size and delicate appearance, this marine jelly is a formidable foe. The box jellyfish serves as a chilling reminder of the hidden dangers in the ocean.